fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. If you want some mic. Here we go, D. Check. Crunch. Put it to Jet. Put it to Jet.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
General West. Hey, watch it. Switch. Hey, Shell. Check 3. Hey, Shell.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go. Check 4.
On second down, a run with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
76, tell him. 76.
Goff now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Haskins will throw, letting one go. And he's got it. Courtland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We go tonight. 120. Blue down. DC. Check 37. Listen.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Six. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
I got it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Great show. Come on.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Dude. Mike.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, it's Haskins. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming, baby. Come. Check nickel.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check hot route. Hot. Zoom. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now Haskins, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, gone. Left side, it's Dorsett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, kill. 3 down, 36,
17. 17.
This is Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go, baby.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Maverick. Watch the shot.
On first down, it's gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Watch the pass. Hold on. Check.
Watch the run.
2 run. Hey, Shell. Back.
On 2nd and 12, Goff dancing to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there.
Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Chris Clare. Going out.
Check out.
2 run. Hey, team 6. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's checking.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That'll be complete to Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99. Undercrook.
Hold on. Check.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They run forward with Breida. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 12, Haskins going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
11. We go.
A shotgun snap for goal. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Switch up. Right here, guys.
On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin. Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Goff. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is taken at the 23. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Buddy up! Mike 51! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Watch the safety creep! We got it! Ball trot! Let it go!
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. On the move to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hold on. Check.
Now it's Breida. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch safety creeping.
Recon, 132 fighter. Time go. Chow, you won. Ric Flair.
Check safety.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Goff. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Super.
Hey, switch gears.
Super 66.
Here's Breida. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Haskins will throw. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Haskins. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Dorsett making the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 51 to Mike. 50 next.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Scott Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Do it.
The Steelers take over 1st and
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And able to find Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Exit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Obama.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
By 20.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Check 15, check 15.
Maverick.
Kill.
Ric Flair. Orange. Turbo's up.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just